Hey guys, it's Stephanie, and today we are inside my Etsy shop, the back end of my Etsy shop. And I want to show you exactly what I accomplished since the end of 2015 until now. I've hit a really big milestone, and I want to share with you just some of the tips that took me from zero to now over $207,000 in gross revenue. Remember, that's gross revenue, guys. If anyone is saying they're making, oh, I'm making $200,000 on Etsy, you have to remember it's gross revenue, so less expenses. But still, this is just a part-time side hustle for me. So this was something that I built from scratch, and I earn monthly income day in and day out. And I did the hard work. I did the hard work and established a brand on Etsy. So let's just go ahead. I'm just going to just refresh this so you know that this is exactly, let's just go ahead and do it again so you can see that I just refreshed it. And let's just go ahead. I'm going to put myself over here. And if you can see, I started at the very end of 2015, and I was just selling a few things. I sell jewelry making supplies, and I was just selling a few things inside my house, like things that I had as a fashion designer. I had some beading supplies, and I was just selling a few of those things. I started my Etsy shop really not knowing anything about how to take the photographs, definitely nothing about SEO or search terms or tags or titles. I knew nothing about that. And I was very diligent. So what happened from here to for the next from 2015, 2016, 2017, I literally was very diligent in my shop. So if anyone is trying to tell you that, oh, use this trick on Etsy, use this tip, those are important, but the most important thing is to literally make sure you have a system in place and stick with your system. My system was to get to 500 products, and I did that every single day. I started adding products every day until I reached 500 products. Now, what's happening on Etsy is that there's so many people and so many choices, and it's becoming a platform that is really congested. So you must stick out somehow. And the way that you can do that is by what I call the DOOF method, DEUF. Dominating Etsy until found. I teach that to all my students in my courses. But if you can dominate Etsy, and that's not dominating with 50 items in your shop, if you have absolutely zero presence online, you must dominate somehow. And I definitely encourage everybody that's starting out to add products consistently. I think that was one of the biggest factors for my success on Etsy. Now, as you notice here, there was definitely a dip because I started doing other things. I started Amazon business, started doing online coaching, and now I have about 7 or 8 different sources of revenue coming in monthly from different places. So that's why I kind of stopped, really putting all this energy and effort into Etsy. But you can see what happened. As soon as I stopped putting all that energy and putting energy out into the world of Etsy, I started declining. And then just this past year, I started seeing this increase over here because when Etsy had asked us when COVID hit that if you could sew masks, please do so. So I jumped on board with that, and that really boosted my shop because I was not adding any products at all, like nothing. I was adding no new products. This was just from my existing inventory and my customers that purchase from me on a regular basis. So as you can see, this boost here was just from simply adding masks in the beginning when COVID hit. And then, of course, I have my longtime diehard fans that continue to buy from me. But what I would recommend if you're just starting out is to make sure that you can absolutely get your clarity, like get clarity around what people are looking for and what people will actually purchase. When you get that clarity, which means if you can get a couple of sales under your belt that are organic and you have a decent conversion rate, then you want to start scaling by adding more products. And it takes many of my students around 6 months to actually really see any real data. Because what's happening now is if there's, you're on Etsy for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, there's no data really. You can you can collect a little bit of data, but really over like 3 to 6 months is where you start collecting data. You have more of a focus of your shop, and you can really see what people are looking for with different tags, your title, different products related around your niche. And this really is key, because then you can create a brand. So I highly recommend, if you are looking to get started on Etsy, you do these 3 things. Number 1, create a brand. Create a brand. Just don't sell random products. Create something that is memorable, that you can actually brand and have your own website, and people can actually remember and connect what you are to what you sell. Number 2, add products consistently. I know this sounds like a broken record, guys, but if you can add products consistently every single day, or at least several times per week, you will start to get bumped up in this Etsy algorithm, because Etsy wants to see a shop that is active. You can see when I was not active, I kind of dropped down, and that was mostly because of me, because I wasn't active. But when I started becoming active again, as you could see, my sales started increasing again. So you must be active. Don't wait for people to just find you. You need to be doing actually doing the pursuing, putting more products up, getting on social media and showing your products and links, and creating groups on Facebook to drive traffic to your Etsy shop. And the third thing is that if you don't succeed with one particular niche, let's say you try something, it's just a complete bomb, start something else. Start again, okay? After you get some data, people aren't purchasing your product for whatever reason, after you've tested and tried some new images or some descriptions, new titles and tags, if it's not working, it's okay to pivot and try something else. I've had to do that many times in my businesses, my online businesses. And sometimes that's just the name of the game of being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? It really stinks sometimes, but it's the only way sometimes that you will actually see some traction, is by when you mess up, you get up and you do it again. So I want to just share this with you to see what is possible. I became a top 1% Etsy seller doing this only part-time on Etsy. And I'm also homeschooling my daughter now, running several businesses. So if I can do it, I know you can do it as well. All right. That's it for this video. I hope this was inspiring. Make sure you go ahead and click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.